As far as mini Daima figures, I mean, not bad. What's up guys, it's your boy Rod from DBZSHFIGS.com, and today I'm bringing to you an unboxing and review of the newest figure to be added to the Dragon Ball SH Figuarts line. We have Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta Mini Daima. Before I begin, just want to let you know that I'm on the road to 5,000 subscribers. Once I reach that milestone, I'll be giving away one of these Tamashii Nation store exclusive Son Goku Innocent Challengers. So if you're watching this and you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe because you might even be the one that takes this one home. While you're at it, make sure you join the Discord for the channel where you'll find a lot of people that love Dragon Ball SH Figuarts, where we come together and just talk about all the news and updates in the world of Dragon Ball SH Figuarts, as well as share our figure photography. If that sounds like something you'd like to join, link in the description. Without further ado, let's take a look at this, guys. So like I mentioned, in case you're watching this in the future, this figure was just released October of 2025 for a retail price of $60. This was a premium Bandai exclusive, meaning you could only get it through premium Bandai. Now let's take a quick look at the box here. So of course we have the Daima aesthetic to the box, meaning we have the metallic purple nameplate here. Always look out for your Toei animation as well as your Tamashii Nation's quality sticker to make sure you have a legit figure. And yeah, just gonna give it a quick little spin here. You can see all the different poses you could put the figure in. Pretty cool stuff here. Let's get them out. Here we have the figure in the clamshell, and I always like to showcase this because I know people like to see how all the accessories are put within the plastic. So just gonna give it another quick 360 here. Let's get them out. Here we have the figure straight out of the packaging, but before we begin, make sure to check out my website, DBZSHFIGS.com. It's a complete archive of every single release in the Dragon Ball SH Figuarts line. The website is constantly being updated with all the latest information. You could go in there now and find the newest announced Vegeta and Goku, which, I mean, I'm really excited for those. But if you haven't checked those out, make sure you check them out. But anyways, back to this figure here. And first thing I gotta say, of course, with many of these mini Daima figures, I mean, he's mini, he's tiny. He's hardly a figure. I mean, in my opinion, if you know me, you know my opinion on these mini figures. I just don't think they're really worth it. But as far as I can tell for this one, I mean, the body is essentially the same as the mini Vegeta. You're just basically getting a new head, and the new head, at least it's a lot of plastic because it is a Super Saiyan 3 head. So he's gonna have all that hair. It does look pretty cool. I do like the expression on here. As we know with Super Saiyan 3, they tend to lose like their eyebrows, which is very highlighted here. Because he gets more of that like ape look to him, which is pretty cool. Of course, he's looking angry because he's Vegeta. And he's been hiding this form from us, apparently. Speaking of that, I can't wait to get like an adult size Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. I think that would look pretty darn cool in my collection. But yeah, I mean, the yellow on the Saiyan armor looks pretty cool. It's very light, which I think it has to do with just the fact that he has that Super Saiyan aura going around him. The blue is just a pretty standard blue that we've come to know and love. And then the white is just white. It's not really shading on the body here. The hair, however, does have some shading. As you can see here, it's like darker up front and then it becomes lighter. But where it wedges in the middle, there is a bit of darkness just to add a little shading to it, which is pretty cool. Other than that, not really much I could talk about. I mean, everything else is pretty tiny. Now let's jump into the accessories. So out of the box, he comes with this angry or kind of like stern looking Vegeta. I want to say just normal looking Vegeta. He also comes with this almost kind of smirking face, like he's very confident he's going to win and he's kind of laughing it off. Then he has this one where he's looking off to the right, kind of angrily, kind of menacingly, like he's staring down his opponent, ready to bring out the big guns. And then of course he has to have one where he's just going all out, screaming, throwing his Galley gun at King Goma. You will notice that he comes with an extra hair piece, which, I mean, the front doesn't come off. So you'll quickly find out that it actually replaces the back here. So you could actually pull out this bit of plastic back here and replace it with this one. And what that does is that this second hair has a little peg here where you will actually be able to insert the stand peg in here into the hole to make them stand, which is pretty cool. In terms of hands, he comes straight out of the box with these closed fists ready to fight someone. He also comes with these karate chop hands so he could chop his opponent. He also comes with these martial artist hands so you could post him up ready to square up with someone. He actually comes with pointing hands for both his right and left arm, which are pretty cool. And just as a reminder, these are tiny figures, so the hands are even tinier. So just make sure you don't lose any of them. Make sure they don't bounce around, because these could go into very little cracks. He also comes with these open palm hands. They're kind of key blast hands. So if you want to, add a little key blast in front of him, that's a pretty cool way to do it. He comes with what I could only describe as Kamehameha hands. Of course, he doesn't do that move, but you can if you wanted to. And then lastly is the same hands, the Kamehameha hands. However, you will notice that these ones have pegs on them. And that is because he does come with a Gallic gun effect piece. A pretty small one, to be honest, and not really that detailed, but it looks pretty good still. Looks very metallic-y there, but yes, this one has a hole there for one of the pegs here, so you could just put it in there, and there you go. He's meant to hold it. You could pose him however you want, and it will look pretty cool. He also comes with crossed arm piece that connect at the shoulder here, so they're not like the bigger Vegetas that you basically have to take off the bicep. These ones you just unplug here in the shoulder and put this here. So these ones are much better, because the bicep ones tend to get a lot looser once you take them out a few times, which I really don't like. So these ones are better. And then lastly, he of course comes with a little bit of DLC for Goku Mini Daima, which is this faceplate here where Goku is looking a little scared, a little worried. So yeah, pretty cool. Although I will say, in case you don't really like Vegeta, but you do like Mini Goku, this is not really a amazing DLC, so I don't think you should feel bad if you skip it, because this face, I mean, you could go without it, in my opinion. Now we're going to move over to the review part of the video, and as always, we're going to start with articulation. So let's get started here at the bottom. So the foot rotates a full 360, which is to be expected. That ball peg is pretty big and has a nice ankle rocker. And you're able to bend the foot up and down. The toes do bend up, not down. The knee is able to bend. Let me just get it aligned. Not too much, because, I don't know, there's just kind of constraint here. Or maybe I have it upside down. Oh man, everything's just out of the way here. Let me fix them. Okay, I think it's better now. Okay, the knee is able to bend like 90-ish, and then that's basically it there. You have a nice little thigh swivel, rotates slightly. His leg is able to go out this much, to the front this much, to the back this much, and that's pretty much it. He is able to rotate 360 at the waist here. He is able to bend over, touch his toes like this much. He doesn't really have an ab crunch besides that waist there. He's able to go a little bit, but that's it. He's able to go to the side, to the other side. The shoulder is able to rotate 360. He's not really able to go out too much, to be honest. That shoulder here gets in the way. And the butterfly joint does make his thumb be able to reach almost his eye on the other side. And then there is no separation between the shoulder and the bicep, so there's no rotation there. The elbow is able to bend at a 90, and the wrist is able to rotate 360. And of course, since it's in a ball peg, you could bring it inward and outward. The head is able to rotate 360 if you wanted to. I don't really like doing it on my figures, because what's the point? But you can do it if you want. You could also look down. You could look mostly just straight, not really up, because of course his hair gets in the way. He could bend to the side. He could bend to the other side. So pretty standard stuff there. I mean, overall, pretty good articulation. However, of course, it is that mini style of articulation. So I'm going to give it a 3. As far as accuracy, I mean, if one thing Tamashii Nation gets right most of the time is accuracy. And to me, it's no different here. I think he looks straight out of the Daima anime. So for me, that's going to be an easy 5. Price to plastic ratio. So this one, it's actually going to be pretty good in my opinion. I mean, he comes with 4 exchangeable faces. He comes with a DLC for Goku. He comes with the crossed arms. He comes with a Gallic gun. He comes with like 5 or 6 pairs of hands. And I forgot to mention earlier, he does come with a full stand, which is just your usual humanoid Tamashii Nation stand here. Because of course he has a big old head and can't balance. So I'm glad they included that. So yeah, I mean, $60. nowadays is not outrageous for this. I mean, I wouldn't really say this is a bad deal. It's not the best deal in the world, but I don't think it's a bad deal. So I'm gonna give it a 4. Next up, we have Scale. And of course, you got Saiyan Raised on Earth Goku and little Daima Vegeta. I think that's pretty accurate. I mean, he's the same height as the other Vegeta Mini Daima. So, I mean, I guess he's the right size, so that's going to be a 5. As for shelf presence, I mean, I feel like this figure is unfortunately very tiny, so it's not going to really command a lot of presence in your shelf. However, as far as the Super Saiyan 3 form goes, it does look pretty cool. The Gallica in there looks pretty cool as well. However, like I said, I don't really vibe with the minifigures, in my opinion. They just looks like little kid toys. So in my opinion, I'm just going to have to give it a 3 just based on the fact that it's a Super Saiyan 3 figure. But that's basically it. I do like that they include the stand and the effects, so it does add a little bit of, you know, shelf presence to it in itself, but I can't rate it any more than 3. So overall, Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta Mini Daima gets a cumulative score of 4 out of 5, making it a pretty good figure. I'm not going to lie. I don't really like the Daima figure, especially the mini figures, but this one's a really nice one, and I was pleasantly surprised with the price. I think the $60 will always be outrageous for a figure, in my opinion, but, you know, SH Figuarts are this price now, and it's just something that, unfortunately, we have to accept. It doesn't look like it's going to change anytime soon, and then we've gotten figures that are way worse in value, in my opinion. This one actually comes with a good amount of stuff, so for that reason, I think if you're into Daima and you like Vegeta, I mean, this one's a pretty nice one to pick up, in my opinion. So thank you for watching, guys. Just a reminder, check out the Amazon deals tab at DBZSHFIGS.com, where you'll find all the best deals currently on Amazon for Dragon Ball SH Figuarts. If you're still listening to me at this point in time, just know that I really appreciate you, and I hope you have a nice rest of your day.